Hello, and welcome to Inventors Helping Inventors. I'm your host, Alan Beckley, inventor of the Wonder Wallet. If you're an inventor searching for proven ways to make money with your invention, if you dream to see your product selling in stores everywhere, you've come to the right place. There's no better place to get help than from experts, inventors who've already achieved success. Every week, I interview successful inventors, asking them the questions you want to know. Tune in to learn from the experts so you can get your invention out of the tank and into the bank. Do you ever feel stuck? Do you just wish there was someone you could talk to who actually understands the ups and downs and challenges of inventing? Who doesn't think you're crazy? Do you ever rack your brain with challenging questions, wishing there was someone you could trust who could provide answers? If this describes you, I've got good news. You're invited to attend my free live event for inventors called Ask Alan Anything. Yep, you'll get to ask me anything, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. This is a totally free Q&A forum I'll be hosting live via Zoom meeting. The Ask Alan Anything event is coming up very soon on Wednesday, August 21st. There are no catches, there are no hooks, and there is no cost to attend. But you must register to attend this free event. Just go to alanbeckley.com/AAA. Put in your name and email address, and you'll be registered to join us on Wednesday, August 21st. Oh, there's an added bonus. You'll get for free, just for attending, an added incentive. It's called the 6+4 Fast Track Resource for Inventors. It's a $17 value that you'll get for free. Don't wait. Register now while it's on your mind. August 21st will be here before you know it. I don't want you to miss out by waiting too late. All the information is at that link. Just go to alanbeckley.com/AAA to register now, and I'll see you on Wednesday, August 21st. Oh, if you have a friend who would like to attend, just direct them to the same link. Again, alanbeckley.com/AAA. I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday, August 21st. Welcome to episode number 433. Today, it's Thursday, and that means it's time for another Thursday Thought. So what is your Thursday thought for today? It's a simple one. Why inventors fail. Okay, I know this sounds like maybe it's clickbait, but it's really not. I'll explain in just a minute exactly what I mean about this. So the simple answer to the question, why inventors fail, is because they choose not to be product developers. There's a big difference between an inventor and a product developer. So let's look at the 3 phases of product development, and this will become clear. Phase 1 is creating an invention. Let's look at the definition of an inventor. It's a person who invents, especially one who devises some new process, appliance, machine, or article, one who makes inventions. Now let me stress something. Companies license products, not inventions. Retailers and stores all sell products. Try going to a store and say, hey, do you guys have some inventions I can buy? They're going to look at you like, what? So invention is simply creating a new idea, and it's just the first step in product development. It's also the easiest step, the most fun. Creating a new product is much more difficult than dreaming up and sketching out an invention idea. Now let's go to phase 2. Truly is product development, converting a raw invention idea into a product. So start with an invention, a new idea. Then work to develop prototypes to prove the idea can work as a product. And then search extensively to make sure it doesn't already exist. And finally, if appropriate, spend money to protect it via patents, trademarks, etc. So that's phase 2 is in product development. Now let's go to phase 3. Phase 3 is taking on all the nitty-gritty details that inventors don't like. For example, product validation and testing. Will consumers and buyers actually like and use the product? If you don't do some product validation, it's only your best guess, and that's taking a big risk. Here's the one all inventors really dislike. Simple question. What regulatory agencies must your product be complying with? So you can go to cpsc.gov, Consumer Product Safety Commission.gov, and they have a little link you can click on that's the regulatory robot. Actually pretty user-friendly, but it will show you the agencies and circumstances you must comply with based on what you're doing. And I'm going to give you 2 more, and I did speak about these in a prior podcast. I just can't remember which. The first one is CPSIA, the Consumer Product Safety Improvement Act of 2008, had all to do with lead content, especially in children's toys, but in consumer products in general. And the lead content amounts have to be very small. And you may have to test your product to see if the lead content is in compliance or not. And this could cost you a few hundred or even more than $1,000. And if you intend to sell in California, there's California Proposition 65 that had all to do with water being contaminated with things that can cause cancer, birth defects, or reproductive harm. Now, that all seems to make sense, and it does, but when you go to the list of the California Proposition 65, guess what you're going to find? Over 1,000 chemicals that fall under Prop 65. That means you would have to have a label carrying a Prop 65 warning on it. Things that are leather items, for example, probably will have to have a Proposition 65 warning because in certain circumstances, the manufacturer and the dust from leather products could be carcinogenic. So doesn't that sound fun? Don't you just love digging into these nitty-gritty details? Probably not. But that's part of product development. If you are serious about creating a new invention, turning it into a product, and bringing it to the market. And finally, one other point I'll make is if there's a potential for health effects, something that's consumable at all, then you may have to have FDA approval, yet another agency. So you can see developing a product is not nearly as simple as it sounds. The easiest part is creating the invention and coming up with the idea. From there, it gets a bit more complicated. So again, just to recap what we talked about, why inventors fail? Because they choose not to be product developers. What are the 3 phases of product development? Phase 1 is creating an invention. That's the easy one. We all like that one. Phase 2 is the first step of product development, converting a raw idea or an invention into a product. And phase 3 is taking on all the nitty-gritty details that inventors don't like dealing with regulatory agencies and more. Thanks as always for listening, and we'll be talking to you again soon. Thanks so much for tuning in to Inventors Helping Inventors. If you like the show, please tell your friends about it. Make sure to subscribe in iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts so you won't miss a single episode. Talk to you soon.